Continue our coverage tonight. It's real life CSI and not what you see on the popular TV show. Sioux City's crime scene investigative team is called in to look into crimes big and small. But what makes this team unique, they are all women. The team is made up of 5 female crime scene investigators who work with the Sioux City Police Department. These women come from a variety of educational backgrounds, but all have a love of science and investigation. You'll see them at crime scenes and car accidents collecting evidence. And how did they begin collecting that evidence, and how does it all work? Well, KTIV's Katie Koppel went into the evidence room to get a closer look behind the scenes.
And this is a lift.
They are the real-life version of CSI.
We respond to crime scenes within the city of Sioux City. Anything that requires evidence collection, documentation. It can be as simple as a criminal mischief on up to a homicide.
Called in to collect evidence of all kinds, Sioux City's crime scene investigators have a big job.
We can go from a criminal mischief call out to a dead person call out, and then to your burglary.
Carissa Roach leads the all-female team. She says it's not like you see on TV.
The big bells and whistles and all that. It certainly doesn't happen on scene. If any of that's true, it's stuff we do later up here in the lab.
The crime scene investigative team works out of police and fire headquarters every day. But once they get called to a scene, they have to look for many different pieces of evidence, like the fingerprints I just left on the car.
There's a shoe impression partial, and inside here, there's a little fingerprint. Because of the angle of this little fingerprint, I can't exactly photograph it well, so I'm going to attempt to lift it. We'll see if that works out.
They use a type of super glue that sticks to the fingerprints.
Once that fuming process is complete, you can see that white residue on there.
All this white stuff right here.
That's what the super glue fumes have adhered to. And if there's actually ridge detail from a fingerprint, then you would be able to visualize that.
And we've got some friction ridge detail in there. It's not a beautiful fingerprint on this one, because rarely do you actually see, like in a CSI show, a beautiful full fingerprint.
There are other ways to do it too.
We can spray what's called Ardrox on it that will fluoresce under an alternate light source.
These sadly do not have any good fingerprints on them, but if they did, they would fluoresce very well.
Fingerprints are then uploaded into the BIS, or the Biometric Identification System, where they see if they can find a match in the database.
This is the known that they got fingerprinted when they went to jail or for possible another reason.
While it isn't what you see on TV, Sioux City's crime scene investigators are still working hard to bring justice to victims of a crime.
You know, when you're surrounded by people with that common cause, that you want to, resolve this case, you want to make sure that you've done everything, in the best way possible so that when it goes to court, you can have, that outcome you're looking for.
In Sioux City, with Chief Videographer Acacia Phillips, Katie Koppel, KTIV News 4.
The 5-person team typically works a scene alone, but sometimes in pairs. They say it's a tough but very rewarding job. Now, the team uses a variety of methods and technology to collect and process evidence, some of which has been in use for decades. Monday, Sioux City City Council approved the purchase of a new piece of equipment that will make collecting evidence like fingerprints much more efficient. The full spectrum imaging system will allow crime scene investigators to capture images of evidence like fingerprints without having to process the physical evidence. Processing something like a fingerprint for analysis means they can't always process it for DNA as well. The system will allow them to do that.
So as it is now, when we process things, we basically, you have to choose. Do we want fingerprints or do we want DNA? So this allows that capture of the fingerprint information without ruining the DNA.
The technology will also help them collect evidence that might be harder to see and process. The full system imaging system was approved 4-0 by council with a price tag of just more than $80,000.